Hello, everybody. If you're watching this, you probably are somebody who feels a little bit disconnected from the program. You might have a lot of monitoring spirits, like spirits that are monitoring you and around and about and like make jokes about you, but it's literally for to actually put you down. It's like not a joke. And since you could see like through it, then they ended up just getting sort of like mad that cannot go undercover with you, like you could just see through them. How do you, how do you know, it's like they're like, what gives her the power? You are literally a sweetheart. You have so much love in your heart. You are such a sweetheart, and you unfortunately become the target of like these negative energies because they're like, oh my gosh, let me just feed. So normal people feed off of our energy already. Like basically, normal people feed off of our energy, but it's like a whole different thing when you're going ahead and having a negative energy, like see that you know that they're feeding off of you and it doesn't really affect you. You're like limitless. And this goes into my next thing is you feel limitless but others do feel limited. That's why they are saying like, oh, that's unrealistic or that doesn't make sense. If you believe and understand why you have that feeling or that understanding, that's like enough. You might feel a little it might make you feel a little like dazed and confused about why others can't all the time, but you are understanding. I'm hearing that song from Outkast. The lyrics go like, um, no weed. It was like no drugs and alcohol, so I can get the signal clear as day. You might be struggling with some sort of substances, although you understand that when you're not on the substances, you are somebody who, you know, loves when the signal is coming in clear. Um, but at the same time, it's hard for you to even get to being in a signal clear zone because you're trying to cope, you're trying to survive, you're trying to get through what's going on with you, right? And other people are not making it easier on you. And I want you to be more angry that people are making it harder on you, knowing that you are struggling, especially the people that know that you're struggling in any way. In any way, it could be small, large, they know what they're doing. This is not a game. They know what they're doing. Um, and unfortunately, right now, they're not gonna understand why you're so uninterested in what they got going on. But like, I guess they'll have to just find out one day if they find out. But again, that's the reason why we must just continue and move on forward, because why are we sitting here thinking about them? The reason why we're asked to forgive is so that we can move along, right? I'm hearing move along, 444 on the clock, move along. I'm seeing that saying that people say, be like water, flow like the river, you know, something like that. It's a therapy, something they talk about in therapy. I felt really today was one of those days where I'm like, oh my god, my skin doesn't look amazing, my hair doesn't look great, I feel like I'm not in an outfit that makes me feel that comfortable or that confident, but I still have that same level of confidence in myself today as on my other days, because it is like a habit, it's a built up thing. Every single day I have been reinforcing that self-love, that communicating with myself like I am safe, I am safe. Your mind state is where you are going to keep you safe. And sometimes different parts of our mind need to step back at different times for that sweet version of ourselves to come in and nurture ourselves and gently sort of talk ourselves through these things. It is so important that sometimes we step back and say to ourselves like, You're safe. You're in God's hands. I'm keeping you safe. You're in God's hands. It's like you had all of these pattern recognition softwares programmed into you as you were growing up, and you are understanding that now you don't have to worry if you're gonna pick up on the pattern or not. You already understand every single thing, every footstep, every single trigger, every beginning of the situation starting. You understand how those old arguments used to just continue to come up and come up and come up. Now you're literally seeing how they fester. And when you see them festering up, you're like, oh, this is what used to happen. So I'm gonna just move along. Because you start to realize that people are in these record player modes sometimes, that you're just like, all right, there's literally nothing else that I feel about saying about that, because it's like continuously trying to seem or fake that you are happy or that you are satisfied when you are not. Like, we actually see we see exactly how you actually feel by the way that you are talking to me, how you're talking to yourself, how you are moving, what you're doing in your day-to-day life. You don't have to be perfect, but there are signs that somebody's working on themselves to better themselves, that they are not going to stay the same over time. People don't have to be perfect, but they have to be moving along in that direction, right? If you never see these people who continuously, your energy reading of them in their recognition, your pattern recognition on their bullshit, if you have hit its wit's end with it and you actually just cannot be around these people anymore, God is going to maneuver you out. I'm hearing there are people struggling behind closed doors that people don't even understand, right? People don't even understand what people are going through behind closed doors. Especially if you take care of yourself, you are somebody that looks so beautiful, you're so kind, you're so soft, and you could be rugged, you could be tomboyish, you could be any of these different things. You are perfect as you are, and because you are perfect as you are, you don't even look like what you are going through. And because you don't even look like what you're going through all of these times, people cannot detect the things that are going on that behind closed doors with people. So if you're going through something right now behind closed doors where you feel like you are not safe, understand that you are going to be the one who keeps yourself safe. Do not continue to let anything continue on. You're the one that moves. You're the one that makes the decisions. You're the one that takes the leap of faith. You're the one that takes the risk. You're the one with the power to choose what's next. You can allow yourself to get into the record player race, hamster wheel, anything that moves like this. You can get yourself in one of the loops, or you can remove yourself. You might feel like you are getting dragged into the depths of hell by guilt, shame, anything, just because you are stepping and standing up for yourself for once. And I want you to know that I'm so sorry that you have to feel like that, right? We don't deserve that. But those are the cards that we were dealt, right? And we are learning to finally be able to step back, say no, understand what our with ends look like, understand what our self-protection looks like. What do we do to protect ourselves? We cannot just have no self-protection, right? It seems like I'm seeing bow staff fighting, I'm seeing karate, I'm seeing kung fu, I'm seeing self-defense classes, I'm seeing just different forms of protection of your physical body, right? So that you understand I'm also seeing missing somebody that is no good for you, damn near a demon in human flesh. You could still mourn them, but understand that you're not even interested in that sort of person. That's not even your type. Like, when did almost close to a demon in human body be the new type? Like, I'm a princess, we're beautiful people, and we need nurturing. Like, we need nurturing. We're gonna give nurture, we're gonna love, and we're going to be loved. We are not, like, if you are wasting your time loving something or somebody that is not like for you, right? Like, and you just continue, your person is gonna be out there looking for you, waiting for you to give up on the negative shit. If you are continuously stuck on that negative person, thinking and attracting, like, oh, that was love, I liked that was my person, we did this, da, da, da. It's like, at what cost were you in a relationship and in love, right? At what cost? Love doesn't cost a thing. You know, you're gonna go and you are going to, all that beautiful learning that you did to get to this point where you are able to love beautifully and deeply, now you gotta go find that other person that is loving beautifully, deeply, they're understanding, they're caring, they are graceful at heart, they are respectful. Those are what we're looking for. We're looking for a divine counterpart of our, like, of our life, right? For our timeline that is right. Okay? And we owe it to that other counterpart to continue to not get cold, to continue to use that as a learning and understand who actually deserves that sort of love. I don't know who needed to hear this today, but I know I did. I want to say thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten up to this point, I love you, and blessings.
What are you expecting from me?
Describe my care for the world, or a manifestation of it.
I'm trying to get everything I need.